and the news has split users on social media, with some defending the Duke of Sussex, and others highly critical, including on Twitter user who urged him to stop fooling himself. Travalyst, which was launched in 2019, is a non-profit organization working to identify, and help bring about, the systemic changes needed in order for sustainable travel to be taken out of the niche, and into the mainstream, according to its website. However, the company's house data suggests Travalyst's performance since its inception has been less than stellar, possibly partly a result of the coronavirus pandemic which engulfed the world shortly afterwards. The accounts for Travalyst Limited, defined as a company limited by guarantee, for the period ending June 30, 2021, show a profit and loss account of £11,538. The total is arrived at by adding the amount owed by debtors, £106,537, to the total cash at bank and in hand, £241,433, and then subtracting the amount owed to creditors for amounts falling due within 1 year, £336,432. Commenting on Twitter, one Twitter user at Royally Blunt said, but of course. We weren't expecting anything more from Travalyst. He says it's Travel plus Catalyst, I say it's Travel plus a list. Referring to the 37-year-old royal, they added, Number 6 needs to stop fooling himself, drop the sustainable since he can't hack it, buy a couple of private jets and rent it out to A-list celebrities. Christine Freebie said, it's the salaries and expenses that tell the tale. How much money was funneled in and then out of Travalyst? 300k plus in debt was paid to who? The director? Britain's urged Liz Truss to invest £15 billion EU research funds in UK, report David Attenborough stunned by archaeological gold mine in UK, inside Truss in furious Brexit showdown as EU threaten £80 billion betrayal, analysis. However, another Twitter user referring to themselves as Jakarta200887 was more sympathetic, posting, in his defense, this is not exactly a great time to launch anything in the travel business, there is a global pandemic going on and almost all travel businesses are struggling. Meanwhile, Mairi Mcnab Connell pointed out, Year 1 accounts usually show a deficit. However, a plus figure in a global pandemic can't really be classified as a failure. In January, Travalyst published a report entitled The Re-emergence of Travel earlier this year which featured a foreword by Prince Harry himself. In it, he said, we launched Travalyst in September 2019 to take sustainable tourism out of its niche and into the mainstream, to protect destinations, support and empower communities, and safeguard critical ecosystems and wildlife, and the people who depend on them. Which, as we're now learning, matters to every single one of us. Our mission soldiers on, and we believe is more important than ever as we all navigate an extraordinarily challenging recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic. In May, a report published by the Charities Commission concluded that the charity MWX Foundation, formerly known as Sussex Royal, the foundation, did not act outside charity law in transferring funds to Travalyst. A search on Thursday revealed Travalyst is not yet a registered charity. Another news, the Queen will have her son Prince Charles and Camilla for company this Christmas as her plans continue to change. Her Majesty, 95, is spending another year in Windsor Castle and will be celebrating her first Christmas since her beloved husband Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh passed away in April aged 99. A spokesperson for Clarence House, the home of the next in line to the throne, confirmed in a statement of their plans to join the Queen for Christmas Day. The announcement read, the Prince of Wales and the Duchess of Cornwall will be with Her Majesty the Queen on Christmas Day. They will be joined by the Prince Andrew and his former wife, Sarah, Duchess of York and their 2 daughters, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie. The Queen has had to amend plans for her festivities all through December, as she has already had to cancel her traditional pre-Christmas lunch with the extended royal family. These measures have been taken due to concerns of the spread of the Omicron variant of coronavirus. Most recently, Her Majesty found out her son-in-law Sir Timothy Lawrence caught coronavirus, so would therefore be unable to attend the royal gathering. This unfortunately meant Princess Anne would miss out on the festive event in Windsor Castle. Instead, Anne will be isolating with her husband at Gatcombe Park, their Gloucestershire estate. A senior royal source told the Daily Mail, Admiral Sir Tim has tested positive for COVID and is following all the appropriate rules. Christmas Day at Windsor will not be possible. The last-minute amendments to Christmas plans have been happening to families up and down the UK and the royal family are no different. Prince William and the Duchess of Cambridge have joined the efforts and reportedly cut out all socialising to avoid catching and spreading the new COVID-19 variant currently sweeping the UK. The decision to remain in Windsor Castle for the second year running was made by the Queen. The Queen usually takes part in her Christmas Day walkabout at Sandringham, where hundreds of people travel to the royal estate hoping to wave to and shake hands with the 95-year-old monarch. But, as she will no longer traveling to her Norfolk estate, the event is highly unlikely to be happening. The traditional event was also cancelled last year.